Hey guys, thanks for tuning into The Movie Chick. I'm Chris Lee Kennedy and it's Friday, so that means it's time for This Week in Movie News. Of course, it's been an extremely busy week in Hollywood, so let's just get right into the nitty-gritty. First up, Josh Brolin is joining George Clooney in a Coen Brothers film called Hail Caesar. This is great news for several reasons. One, it's another Coen Brothers film. Two, Josh Brolin is great addition to any cast. Three, we know George Clooney and the Coen Brothers work amazing together. Have you seen Intolerable Cruelty or Burn After Reading or Oh Brother, We're Out Thou? If you haven't seen any of those, we might not be able to be friends because they're all pretty great. Another reason why this is great, did I mention it's a Coen Brothers film? There is not a film of theirs that I can even think of that I didn't like. We're talking about the guys behind The Big Lebowski. We're talking about the guys behind Fargo. We're talking about the guys behind the brand new Inside Llewyn Davis, which by the way melted my heart. I love the Coen Brothers, so I'm extremely excited that we're getting a new film with them, and to me Josh Brolin is a great addition to any cast. Next up, we have Tom Hiddleston, who's taking a break from being a villain in our favorite superhero films, and he's going to a galaxy far, far away because he's going country. He's going to star in the new biopic called I Saw the Light as none other than Hank Williams. Tom Hiddleston has quickly become one of those actors that when he signs on a project, I absolutely have to go see it. He was last seen in a movie called Only Lovers Left Alive, which was a little artsy and a lot of people didn't see it, but he nailed it as a rock and roll vampire, as he nails everything. So I'm really excited to see him go a little country. Next up, Guy Pearce, who can be seen in the film The Rover, which hits theaters today with Robert Pattinson, has signed on to a new project where he'll be working with another Twilight actor. This time it's Kristen Stewart. They're in a new futuristic film called Equals, where Nicholas Hoult will also star. And I have to say, you guys know I'm a Twihard fan, but I'm really excited to see Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart taking on these very different roles and stepping it up, because people are saying, oh, those kids from Twilight can't act, and they all have really great acting skills. So I'm really excited to see this. And did you see Memento? Guy Pearce is menacing. So whenever he's in a film, I want to check it out. I'll be checking out The Rover this week, and I'll definitely be checking out Equals as we hear more about it. Guys, AntMan finally has a director. It's Peyton Reed, and while he's been behind some really cool films like Yes Man and The Breakup, which I hated the ending to, and he did Bring It On, which was kind of funny. I mean, am I excited about this news? Not really. I have to say I was really excited about Edgar Wright. I love his style. He's quirky, he's fun, he's interesting, and because I haven't read the comic books and I don't know a lot about Ant-Man, I was really excited for Edgar Wright's version of Ant-Man because I like Edgar Wright. So now my problem is that I was really excited for a film that I'm not gonna get, but Marvel hasn't done us wrong, so I have to say I'm optimistic that it's going to be really great. I think Marvel has dominated, and I think that they'll bring us a great film, but I have to say I'm not as excited as I was when Edgar Wright was going to helm the project. Next up, Sony has set plans for Sonic the Hedgehog to hit the big screen, which is, you know, excited for those gamers that played the game. And I mean, it's nostalgic. We grew up with Sonic the Hedgehog. I didn't play it, but I know who he is, and I know he's fast, and I know he wanted to protect his friends. So I think it's great that he's getting a movie. Will I go see it? We'll see. It's supposed to be a live-action CGI hybrid, and while it didn't work for the Smurfs, it's worked for some other film, so it could be really exciting. We also have another cartoon character from our past hitting the big screen. In 2015, SpongeBob. You heard it right. SpongeBob, who lives in a pineapple under the sea, is going back to the big screen in a very long-awaited sequel, and it will be called The SpongeBob Movie, Sponge Out of Water. They've released the first poster, and it's SpongeBob himself, not under the sea, and he's on a beach. So clearly we know SpongeBob is leaving the ocean, going to the big, scary world, and we're gonna see where it takes him. Am I excited about this? Yes, and here's why. If you don't know the SpongeBob song, we can't be friends. Are you ready? Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Your turn. Please tell me you sang along with me. Please, you'll break my heart if you didn't. I'm really excited about SpongeBob. I thought the first one was hilarious. Next up, we have James Cameron, who announced on Monday that his longtime friend and co-worker, Sigourney Weaver, will be coming back for Avatar 2, 3, and 4. Here's the problem. She died in the first film. So how is she coming back? New character, Tree of Life, who knows? Signing on to the project, exciting. Sigourney Weaver is an amazing actress. But because she died in the first film, I'm a little interested to see where she's gonna be in the next films. Here's my other problem. When Avatar came out, I was so excited about this film. It was absolutely amazing. It was visually stunning. The story was perfect. It gave you amazing special effects. We saw things that we haven't seen in film yet. But it's been so long that I don't know if I'm excited about the sequels. And they just started filming them, and they're filming all three back to back, which means we're not getting one for quite a bit of time. And there's so many other movies coming out that I'm not yet excited. Here's what I hope. I hope that as the trailers come out and we start to see pictures, it gets me really excited. Maybe I'll go back and watch the first one, which will make me get more excited again, because it was probably one of the most beautiful films I've seen. So while it's great that Sigourney Weaver's coming back, we don't know what she's coming back as, I'm just not super excited for the sequels as of yet. Next up, there's also been casting news for my young adult fans. If you loved Divergent but wondered where Uriah was, don't worry, because he will be seen in the current sequel that's coming, Insurgent. By the way, little upset that Romeo Miller didn't get cast. Not only is he an amazing person, but he's a great actor, and it would have been really fun to see him take on Uriah. But fret not, because Kean Lonsdale has signed on. We also have Parenthood actress Rosa Salazar, who's been cast as Dauntless-born Lynn. Now, you guys know I'm a huge young adult fan, and if you don't, get with the program, because I'm a YA girl. I loved Divergent. I loved what they brought us in the story. I loved the parts they kept. I loved the parts they left. It was a really great movie, and I'm really thinking that this is going to be a case of the Hunger Games, where each sequel just gets better and better and better, and for that I'm extremely excited. So any Insurgent news, I'm signed on with, because it means we're getting closer to seeing the film in the theaters. It was also the 10th anniversary of one of my favorite films ever, Napoleon Dynamite, and Fox celebrated by reuniting the entire cast and putting up this really great statue of Napoleon Dynamite himself, playing none other than Tetherball. You gotta love this guy, you gotta love this film, and I have to say, I was a little disappointed to see a lot of the press kind of downing it, saying it was a creepy statue, or even 10-year anniversary wasn't going to bring back their nostalgia. And to them I say, you take yourselves way too seriously. Lighten up, vote for Pedro, damn it. Do it. I myself want to get on the Fox lot to take a picture with that statue, because I think it's pretty amazing. Finally, the biggest news of the week, you know I had to talk about it. It's either the biggest news of the week or it's the biggest leak of the week. I haven't decided yet. But Hollywood go-to girl Nikki Fink put out on her website this week that her sources are telling her that DC has a map of the next several years put out, and they're gonna bring us films of some of our favorite superheroes. And yes, guys, Wonder Woman is included. Might not be till 2017, and I might be old and gray by then, but she's on the list. Now, here's the thing with this news. While it's really exciting, while we're seeing DC looks like they're finally getting their act together, back in 2010, before Green Lantern came out, they had a map. They knew where they were going. They had all these things planned out, and Green Lantern hit, and it bombed. Didn't do great. I myself didn't think the movie was that bad, but I think I might be the only one who liked it. So while this is really exciting news, I also am not behind it, because I don't know if it's actually going to happen. Let's face it, Marvel has dominated when it's come to films. I'm not talking about comic book guys, I'm talking about films. When I grew up, I was a DC girl all the way. I wanted Superman, I wanted Batman, I wanted Wonder Woman, and I wanted to see them all day, every day, and I loved all of them. As I've grown older, the films haven't been great. I mean, you guys know I wasn't a huge fan of Man of Steel, but Marvel has continuously put out amazing films, one after the other. They just keep getting better. So my confidence lies in Marvel. Their movies are impeccable. And because I haven't read the comic books, just the films, I've become kind of a Marvel girl. But do I want to see a Wonder Woman film? Of course, I think I am Wonder Woman. But at the same time, I just don't get behind what they're putting out yet. I think it's a great idea. I think it'll be really exciting if it happens. But my fingers are crossed, so we'll see what happens. Last of all, I just want to let you know that a ton of trailers have hit the web this week, and don't worry, because the Movie Chick will be hitting the trailer park to tell you all things movie trailers later on this week. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to click that subscribe button. And more importantly, go into the comment section and sound off. Tell me what you think. Which news are you most excited about? Which news could you care less about? What do you think about the DC news? Insurgent? What are you excited about? Tell me. I want to hear it. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll see you next time.